Alright, so in this video we're checking out the GODOX Magic XT1 wireless microphone system. So this is what it looks like here. We've got your receiver and two transmitters. Comes in this nice little zippered carrying case. I'll show you everything that's inside in a second. Get a user's guide and a quick start guide. So this one here, if you're not aware, I have reviewed several other GODOX wireless microphones, and they are down in a playlist in the video description. So if you want to, check out some of the other ones that I reviewed in the past and compare the audio quality, check out that playlist. I think I've reviewed 3 or 4 in the past, so they'll be in that playlist along with a bunch of other ones for comparison. And so this is like probably my 4th or 5th GODOX wireless microphone system, and comes in this nice zippered case. You get the modules and everything here, so this is kind of nice. It actually holds the two transmitters inside this sort of case, and this is the receiver, and the receiver will sit inside like the cold shoe or hot shoe of your camera. So just an example here. This is a smartphone holder with a cold shoe on top here, and it'll just slide in like this. And then you press this button to open up. It seems to open up pretty easily. I'm not sure if it's a good or a bad thing, but and perhaps this latching mechanism could be tweaked a little bit. But if you just kind of hold it down, it doesn't come up by itself, but if you're kind of messing around with the sliding it into the cold shoe, sometimes it can pop open. But imagine it's on a camera, you can pop the little button there, this will open up, and you can retrieve the two transmitters out of here, and they are charging right now. That's what the blue lights are flashing. And there's a little touch screen here with a display and some information. You get your basically interface buttons here, up and down, USB-C there for charging, and also this connects to a computer via USB-C, so you can use that as a microphone for your computer or a laptop. Headphone jack for monitoring your audio. This is the audio out. You'll show you the cables here in a second, and this is the power button. And these is kind of the transmitters just kind of are held in here magnetically. So they pop out like this. They have a couple pins there for charging the internal battery. The receiver weighs about 15 grams, and the two transmitters weigh about 8 grams. And when you pull them out, they automatically turn on. You see the light's green. It's trying to connect to the receiver, but it's currently turned off, so it's not going to connect. It'll turn solid green once it's turned on. Once the receiver is turned on, and the magnet just kind of pops off like this. And you put it on your shirt or something like that. And there's some spare ones. I'll show you that here in a second. And then when you stick it back into the receiver case here, they'll shut off automatically and they'll start charging. Same thing for the other one. The microphone itself is on top, and there are some wind muffs included. Nothing on the sides here, and you have that one single button for pairing and turning the denoise function on and off. I will show you that here in a second. Let's go ahead and close that up. So show you the rest of the stuff that comes in here. So you get a couple of these wind muffs that just go onto the top of the microphones, the transmitters. Get 2 of those. You can use these magnetic clips instead of the magnets in themselves, and they'll just replace those, and then you can clip this onto a shirt or something. So that's kind of nice. You get a whole bunch of cables here. So let's go ahead and pull all of these out. So, as I said, they get a couple of spare magnets in case you lose them. So, there's 2 already on the transmitters, but then you get 2 spare ones. Just kind of nice. And then you have this little hot shoe. I'm sorry, it's a cold shoe adapter here, and that goes into a tripod mount like this. And there is a tripod mount on the bottom of the case here. So, that's another option for mounting if you want to use that. And then here are all the cables. So, you get a TRS to TRS, so basically it goes here into the side for the receiver, and then this goes into your standard like DSLR camera. That's a standard cable. Then you have another one here from the receiver out to Apple Lightning ports. So for the iPhone users, you can use that. And then we got another one here, again receiver out to USB-C. This is for your Android phones and tablets. And then you have just a standard USB-A to USB-C cable here. Using this for charging and also connecting to a laptop or PC. And then that'll show up as a microphone as a device on your laptop or PC. All right, so just a quick look at the manual. I'm not going to cover this, but you can pause the video if you want to take a look at this a little more closely. And here is the spec page. So again, pause the video if you want to take a closer look at this. All right, so go ahead and show you a quick demo here. We'll power this on. I'll boot up, and you can see that the two microphones are turned off, the two transmitters. So let's go ahead and pop these out of here. And they will automatically power on as soon as you pop them out. And there we go. So we have your audio levels here on each of the microphones. So I think this one's the B1. Yeah, this is the B microphone, and this is the A microphone. They're not really labeled, so that's the only way you can tell what's what. Shows you the battery level of each of the transmitters and the battery level of the receiver. And then to get into the menu, you can just swipe down. It's the touch screen here, and you can swipe left and right to go between the different menu items. So you have your digital noise reduction. You can tap on that to go in there and turn that on and off. You can also do a quick press button on the transmitter. That will also turn that on. The little yellow light means that it is on. It doesn't update here in real time. So get out of here. Go back in here. And they should have updated there. So that should be saying that it is on. So I'll turn that back on. And then we'll turn it off. Like that. And then there we go. So that turned from orange to green. So you can go either way, but I would go with the light here. That's that way you'll know if you're for sure either in the standard audio mode or in the noise reduction mode. There is a low cut option on this particular microphone that aren't available on some of the other models from GODOX. So you can click on that and turn that on. That basically gives you a little bit, I think it gives you a little bit of audio, especially voice audio, sort of isolates that from other audio in the background. So you can enhance your audio production by turning that on. It's a nice feature. Got your mute function. You can adjust your volume here. So you can do either A or B separately or A and B together. And you can either slide this over with the touchscreen. I think the touchscreen is probably the easiest to use. You can also use the buttons as well if you want to sort of fine tune that. And then you can press the power button to select. That goes out. Let's go back into the menu here. You can also navigate with the buttons as well. In pair, lock, mode, etc. So we're on volume and go to mode here. And again, we'll just use the buttons this time to go inside here. So there's 3 different modes. You can have mono, stereo, or this one over here is called safety. So basically, if you're in the mono mode, you can select the safety mode here, and that will record a mono track and a separate safety track, which will be at -6 dB. So just in case your standard track is clipping, you can switch over to this other track. But if you want to use stereo mode for two of the transmitters, you can select this. Let's go ahead and put stereo mode on, and let's see what else is there. So there's general settings over here. So we'll go inside here. You can adjust your screen brightness. Let's see what's go all the way up. Yeah, it does. It's a little bit too bright here, so reduce that a little bit, and then go up. Yeah, to get out of that menu. You got your screen sleep settings. So it's set to 5 minutes. And we'll see. You got language, factory resets. You got your version numbers here. So transmitter version. I guess there's firmware updates. I haven't seen them yet, but apparently if anything comes out, you can adjust them here. And then you have your certifications. And what else we got? Back to brightness. So then we'll swipe down to get out of that menu. Or swipe up. There we go. And swipe up again to get out of the menu. And so that's basically it. Go ahead and take us out to some place to demo the audio. Go to some place where there's like some background noise, like cars and stuff, and we'll see how the noise reduction works. Also, we'll do a little bit of a range test as well, see how this does. It does go up to 200 meters. So let's go ahead and take it out to the field and give it a try. All right, so testing out the microphone here at a parking lot. There's a street behind the camera with some cars, and it's about rush hour right now, just start rush hour, so you probably should be able to hear the car noise along with my voice. Not sure how much of that you'll be able to hear, so let's go ahead and I'm going to turn on the noise reduction, and it is dynamic noise reduction, so it should only alter the sound if there's background noise. And right now it's actually kind of quiet. Cars aren't moving. There's a little bit over there to the right, so you shouldn't hear too much distortion in terms of active noise reduction. It only happens if there's background noise. And let me see if I can get some cars to come by here. All right, so we got some cars coming by now. So the car noise should be pretty much canceled out, although that car is kind of loud, and there might be a little bit of distortion with my voice with the noise reduction actively working. Let's go ahead and turn that back off again. So this is noise reduction off. There's one last car going off in that direction over there. Now it's pretty quiet. There's an airplane kind of off in the distance. Probably can't hear that. And then there's also the pickleball going on over there. You probably hear that. I'm not sure how much the noise reduction would cover that up. So let's try the low cut. All right, so now this is low cut turned on and no noise reduction. So should isolate my voice from the rest of the audio, but there's no active noise cancellation. So let me turn on noise cancellation, and let's see if low cut plus noise cancellation makes any difference. You can definitely hear that pickleball noise in the background there. It's kind of annoying. So maybe the noise reduction got rid of that. There's no traffic right now. All the traffic seems to have disappeared. But this is low cut with noise reduction, and turn noise reduction back off. So no noise reduction now, just low cut only. And we'll see how that sounds. All right, so I'm going to do a range test here. Should be maximum 200 meters, and should be about towards the end of this parking lot over here, as long as you have clear line of sight. So I'm going to try and make sure that I'm not blocking the radio transmission with my body. So I'm going to have it off to the side over here, and I do have noise reduction turned on, and it is 2.4 gigahertz. So any of these cars over there are probably going to block the signal. We'll see how long I can, or how far I can go here before we get some interference. And then there's a cell tower off in the distance. I'm not going to go that far. That's probably like 450 meters away. So I'm not sure how much of that is going to affect the signal. But yeah, I've got the microphone off to the side. Shouldn't be blocking any of the signal. I'm going to go roughly 200 meters away to the opposite side of this parking lot, and hopefully we still have signal. We keep on talking here, and I'm sure there's probably some sort of distortion or crackling or something. Usually when you get this far away, you get like some breakups in the signal. So probably about 170 meters now. Getting close to the end of this parking lot. And I'm going to start going through these cars here. I'm going to try and maintain direct line of sight. Okay, so nothing's directly in the way. Okay, so now I'm at the other end of the parking lot here. Not sure if the camera will be able to see me or not. We'll have to see if the radio signal broke up or not. So as I get closer, if there was an interruption to the wireless signal, it probably reestablished connection. So assuming it did, I think we'll go ahead and end the video here. You guys let me know what you guys think of the audio quality of this wireless mic compared to some of the other ones I've tested. I've tested several from GODOX and several of the manufacturers. I think probably like 13 or 14 now. And there'll be a playlist down in the video description if you want to compare the audio quality on all the different microphones I've tested. Of course, it'll all be my voice, so you have some sort of baseline to compare the other samples to. Anyway, that'll do it for this video. Talk to you guys in the next one.